Doreen Foster is a motor neuron disease specialist nurse in York. She was nominated in Community Pride 2011 for her tireless work with a local charity, as well as the patients. And all this despite the fact that Doreen is suffering from cancer herself. The nomination comes from another remarkable woman whose active, independent life has been turned upside down. But June, who lives in New Earswick, says she doesn't think she could have coped at all had it not been for the support of Doreen. Both women are an inspiration to everyone.
Doreen visits me once a week. She reassures me about everything. She makes me feel at ease. She's very empathic. She's really helpful.
Well, and tell us a little bit about the effect of having this on you.
This disease, a little bit. There's a lot to it. You just know dignity. It takes away your dignity, it takes away your limbs. It's the most cruel disease I can imagine. Yeah, I do cope better knowing Doreen because I've had a lot of anxieties about end of life. Because I do know that I am aware that you can die at any time with it. But Doreen's reassured me in a lot of areas. I feel strongly that without Doreen I don't think I'd have coped.
And you feel you have coped with this?
Well, I don't think you ever cope, but I'm coping better. I've got better coping strategies.
I've been the nurse for York Against Motor Neurone Disease for 16 years, and over that time I met an awful lot of people with different experiences of the disease because it does take up many formats. It doesn't affect everybody the same way. And I've learned an awful lot from patients, and obviously that's where I've gained a lot of my experience and knowledge. Being with them throughout the disease from diagnosis to end of life and beyond, because I continue to see relatives and families afterwards. Me myself being ill, I mean I've always had a great empathy for people with this disease, but when you actually yourself receive bad news you really realise the impact it has on your whole life. You're concerned for your family and all this sort of thing, so I've experienced that, which I suppose is a bit of a drastic way to maybe make you better at your job, but I'm sure it hasn't done me any harm from a work point of view. It just has helped with actually being able to relate to people what they're going through when they do get bad news.
I was very, very frightened of dying, how we were going to die and, you know, whether it was going to be painful. But now I've sort of arranged my own funeral and done a lot of things in preparation for it. It's all down to Doreen that I feel that way. Doreen's helped me so much with facing reality of this devastating disease.